getting his long-awaited title shot. Man, I could not have been happier for the guy. And I tell you what, the whole fight week was tough, helping him cut the weight and everything, working out. um, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with his pace in the gym. He doesn't slow down on fight week. It's the same intensity pretty much the entire way through. Fight day, I did 4 workouts Saturday. Yeah, 4 workouts on Saturday. One with Dean Thomas in
With
the morning,
Merab.
hit pads for 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Then I spar with Merab 3 rounds, 3 hard rounds, more of me in a squat position so my height could drop, getting absolute dog shit kicked out of my calf. And he punched me in my eyeball one time, punched me in the back of my head. He did something to my kneecap. I was in a fight. I felt like afterwards I was in a fight. I was like, I need to sleep. And then I wrestled with Magdi right after we call him the main event, the Dagestani wrestler, 125er, hopeful.
Oh yeah,
We very competitive. So we did this for Merab's entertainment. He was like Julius Caesar. It was like Julius Caesar watching us. And he was
that's
like off with his head. But so after that, then we get to the arena and it happens all over again. And then he says, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So I sit down, I go, I take my mouthpiece out. I'm relaxing, bro. The mental decompression that I had, because my anxiety is through the roof. Because when you're warming up with somebody, you don't want them to, when they kick you and you check it, you don't want them to hit your elbow. So you almost just eat it and hope that it hits your forearm. He's throwing wheel kicks. You don't want to put your arm out and he hits it something wrong. Yeah. And then I'm chilling because I finally get to relax. Nah,
yeah.
literally 30 seconds later, okay, maybe we go some more. And I was like, yo, bro.
Maybe we go some more.
I look at the guys, I'm just like, damn, what are you guys here for? It's just me getting my ass kicked the entire time.
So you're saying he
Uh,
sparred 10 rounds before his fight with Henry Cejudo?
pretty much. We did at least what felt like 20 minutes in the back room. And he was saying at the post fight presser that maybe we should have did a little bit more because he started a little slow. I was like, yo, bro, no,
Jesus Christ
please,
almighty.
please no.
Please, no. You got to bring an
How,
army with you next time.
did he yell at anybody during the weight cut like this year,
I
or
heard
how'd
there was a
that
couple
go?
I heard there was a couple of screams. He actually kicked me out from helping him cut the last few pounds.
Wow.
So
Oh wait, do tell.
I was actually taking I was like,
Now you know how I felt last year
what?
That's awesome.
when he kicked me out.
I mean, look, I get it too. Like, I mean,
Did you hear about that?
I've heard some things, yes.
He's like, "Fucking Jake, get the
Jake, what the
fuck
fuck I
out!"
tell you?
I'm like, "Yo,
Fucking Jake.
wait." So wait, when he kicked you out, how'd this go down?
Well, he didn't kick me out. He just said, no, brother, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need anybody. I don't want nobody there.
Ah,
I was like, oh. I was like, but you need somebody. He's like, okay, I just take Vato. I was like,
I
but
just
how's he
take
gonna
Vato.
I was like, how's he gonna record and help you cut? But this is what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, hey man, it's your weight cut.
100%.
I'm like, I've been there for you before where he went on treadmill in Utah by himself and he left with everybody and I finally found him and I helped him. And he was actually happy that I was able to like be there with him. And that's all I was telling him. I was like, brother, you just need to make sure you don't pass out. You got to have at least 1 or 2 people with you. One to put the towels on you, help you dry off, take the stuff off, maybe bring you some ice. Like it's just not good to do that by yourself. I know you don't want nobody to see you, but if you don't want nobody to see you, my thing was like, brother, so why are you recording this then? Why are you recording this?
Yes.
We're gonna see you. But
This
he
is
doesn't want his
hilarious.
face to be shown. He doesn't want nobody to see him like
At that
that
time.
In the
physical
moment,
state.
I think it is.
Yeah.
He doesn't want people. Yeah.
I get
I'm
that.
like, brother, we all go through this. We all feel like this. Like, trust me, the biggest, baddest men, we all cut weight. Khabib, Islam, all these guys, John
Oh, yeah.
Jones. When we cut weight like that, we all feel like we're in our most vulnerable state, just done, dying, famished,
Yeah, just
dry,
cooked.
cooked, shish kebab, well done, finished, finitoed. I
No,
got
but I
nothing
mean,
else.
And
I
then
mean, despite that, he fucking.
I was literally
Yeah, right? No, just put on
Somehow
a fucking
it doesn't
goddamn
affect
clinic.
his performance at
Nah,
all.
bro.
Like,
Put on a goddamn clinic out there. I don't know.
if
Taught
Merab
Henry
didn't have to
Cejudo
cut
an
weight,
MMA takedown session. You know how to show he just picked him up and tossed him over to Zuckerberg, hit him with the spine buster. That was, again, incredible. That was
Spine
incredible to
buster.
watch, bro. The man. I mean, you could see Cejudo going to that third round. He knew what the deal was at that point.
Yeah, I
He's
feel like I shed a tear watching that. Like,
that was
it was a
beautiful.
it was a proud moment.
No, they're actually
Like,
beautiful.
I feel like the fans loved Merab too.
Yeah, no, I think
Oh.
he's finally getting his flowers a little bit. You know, like
Well, the Mexico thing at the presser was
That
Beautiful.
shit,
that came in
Genius.
clutch.
that was genius.
dude. When he did that, I was listening to the press conference in my car, and I was literally in my car alone listening to him do that, being like, "Let's go, Merab!
Viva Mexico.
I fucking love Merab!"
Mexico's
like
behind
to
this man
myself.
forever. Let's
I'm
go.
saying this, and I like screen recorded. I showed everybody. I was like, "Yo, Merab is the man for this."
100%. I mean, again,
And the fans loved him. The crowd cheered like crazy for him.
again, this is we were talking about this before. The crazy part about it, like the guy's on a 10 fucking fight win streak. Like he just beat 3 former world champions in
Yeah.
a row. Like, and again, unfortunately, that's not what's gonna get him the title shot. What's getting him the title shot is he went over to Zuckerberg and talked to him. He's got a good social media following now, which is again fucking
Yeah, all of a
awesome.
sudden Dana's like got nice things to say
Yeah, now
about
people.
Merab.
That's what I'm saying. This is how,
And, like,
unfortunately, this is how the sport
Dana
works.
Dana wants to give Merab's next in line for the title
And
shot.
now, finally, like, and now again, like, this is just how the sport works.
he's going
Everyone's like,
viral.
because Merab dominated, everyone's like, yeah, like he's about to murder. He's gonna murder Sean O'Malley.
I think it's that,
like,
too.
bro. We got everyone's. It's still a fight. Everyone's got to get, do the right thing.
Aljo, how much do you think Merab's virality on social media as of late is contributing to Dana's being nice to him now? Plus the performance, obviously, but like,
Of course.
how much of it do you think is social media versus how easily he beat Henry Cejudo?
I think it was the perfect storm of both, if I'm being honest. I think if he had one without the other, it's not as great. But I do think even if he had such a great performance without the social media, I think the performance would have that would have stuck out for itself and really, I think that's kind of what captivated people, man. I mean, the moments that he had, he made it fun. There were like viral moments in the fight, picking him up, bringing him over to Zuckerberg, slamming him down, like you said, the spine buster, classic WWE, getting the front choke with the guillotine where he could probably pick him up off of his feet. He's squatting down with him, sticking his tongue out, looking at the crowd. I'm like, this is hilarious. This is like the viral moments we talk about when you're in there having something that the fans could remember you by. That's going to be like, damn, that person is cool. That was badass. I respect the hell out of that. Yo, I wish I could do that. Like, that's what people want to feel. That's what they want to think. They want the entertainment factor. Like, and I think Merab delivered on all those fronts. So kudos to him for that, man, because that's all him. And I think his personality is finally starting to shine, especially with the more he's able to speak better English. And now people are getting to hear his thoughts and his opinions and how he really thinks about stuff.
And again, couldn't happen to a really a better guy.
Yeah,
like
facts.
Yeah.
again, like we were saying, the guys at the gym, all the Georges at the gym, like, dude, this is a national holiday. This is the Super Bowl for us. And seeing videos of all the Georgian people waking up early in the morning to watch this guy fight, I think that's just fucking, how inspirational is that? Like, that's amazing to see. And this guy, just coming from where he came from to where he is now, like, dude, the guy already won in life. I think it's just awesome to see.
And I want to tell his story, man. Like, obviously I wasn't there when he was coming from Georgia, but I know when he came over to the gym, I remember him being a construction worker. I didn't really know how he was making it to the gym because I knew construction was extremely hard. I was a phys ed teacher, and I was bitching and complaining about having to do the schedule, running to the gym, and then running back home, running back to school to get back to work on time, making very little money, and not sure where the road was going to lead. And then for him, doing something very similar, but with construction, coming up short in a couple fights in a row, quitting the sport, and then going back to work. And then after a couple of days or weeks, he had a revelation. It was just like, you know what, I'm going to give this one more shot, and gave it a try. Came back and rattled off a couple, I think 5 or 6 wins in a row, got signed on looking for a fight. And then from there, loses his first 2 fights in the UFC. And it almost starting to feel once again in his heart, like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't belong with these guys. These guys are high level. You hear how he talks. These guys are high level. He's much better than me. And these are the thoughts he's really having to have. And then he gets an opportunity to come back and break that 2-fight losing skid. And from there, just goes on a run of a lifetime. And now he's finally getting his flowers. He's getting his appreciation, all the hard work, all the years, sacrifice, man, to be here, bro. That if that doesn't inspire you and make you want to run through a freaking wall and get up and get to work, I don't know what else will, because that guy is the definition of the American dream. Just everything he's been able to overcome and accomplish. And like you said, man, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, funnier guy. He's just an overall just good dude, man. So I'm super excited for him to fight for UFC gold and be the next Georgian UFC champion. And um, I do believe that's going to happen sometime this year, whether it's against Cheeto or Sean O'Malley.
Well said.
Mic
And
drop.
that's it. That's it.
That's it. That's all I
But-
got.
Mic drop.
That's it.
All right.
But before we move on, I do want to say, like, I just want to get a little clarity on this because I know Dana once again brought this up in the presser, saying, you know how much I dislike when people say they don't want to fight each other. This is the fight business. You fight everybody. And let's just point out the facts. Me, my team, we were never offered, and when I say my team, my management, never offered a contract to ever fight Merab. As far as I know from Merab and him and I talking, he was never offered a contract to fight me. So I don't even know why that whole narrative came about, because they were asking if we were going to fight each other, and we said no. It was never like, well, Dana offered you the title shot, you turned it down. That never happened. So I hate when people keep saying that he turned down the title shot because you were cock blocking him, or he was. People were saying all these stupid things. I'm like, but brother, that never even happened. That was never even a conversation, that because they never even made it an actual reality. They just put it out to kind of see if we would turn on each other and make it seem like that was the reason why he wasn't getting the title shot. Because I already said, like, dude, I only got a couple more fights at this weight because I can't make the weight anymore. I really don't think I can. At least if I'm gonna try to do it, it's got to be like once or twice a year. I just can't do that back to back. It's extremely hard. And as active as I've been, it takes a toll. So I just want to make sure we clear that up. And he should have gotten the shot before Cheeto, but because of the history, and then people are trying to change that narrative. And I just want to make sure we point out the facts and call a spade a spade. He was never given a title shot against me, and he should never have been leapfrogged by Cheeto, number 6, after beating Pedro Munoz by split decision, after getting 45-50 by Corey Sandhagen. I'm not knocking Cheeto. Like, Cheeto's a phenomenal fighter, but the facts are the facts. You weren't the guy that deserved the shot. Best of luck to him in his fight, but he wasn't the guy that deserved the shot. It should have been either a rematch, or, as I said, I was going to vacate. If I wasn't getting a rematch, then enter Merab. Here's your shot at the gold. And he had to fight one more tough fight, roll the dice one more time, and thankfully he succeeded. And now he gets to show the world what he's made of. It's just, you guys know how I feel about it. The more we roll the dice, the more risk, the more chances we take, the more likely you're going to lose. So it's just unfortunate that he had to roll the dice one more time, but I'm just glad he got the job done.
It's really cool how you guys stuck to your guns on that, and now it's like actually working out the way you had hoped it would. Like, he's finally getting his title shot. He didn't have to fight you. Like, it's kind of cool how, like, it just, the way you envisioned it is how it's actually happening. So
yeah, Khabib and Islam didn't have to fight each other. How about Jonathan Martinez and Chris Gutierrez? They're in the top 15 with each other. Why aren't they being offered fights with each other? Like, don't make this a weird thing, because it was never like that. I just hate that narrative, because people are saying, well, if he did offer you the title shot, were you going to fight him? It's like, no, but don't try to twist the story. The guy was a number 1 contender. He beat the guy 45-50 to him, probably 43-50 against the boogeyman, the former champion that everyone thought was going to reign on the division, over the division for a very long time, and made it look easy, So
Yeah.
I think people are starting to realize how good he really is. And I wasn't just blowing smoke up people's asses saying what I feel when I train with him. The guy is good, man. He's good. And I'm telling you guys, Steve, you haven't trained with him in a while. He's getting better, man. And that's the scary part. He is still getting better. Like, he's actually taking instruction. He's working on combination stuff that, like code stuff. And I'm like, okay, I see you. You go ahead with your bad self, brother. Go ahead with your bad self.
No, he's dangerous. He's always been dangerous, and the guy's got the. I mean, I've never seen cardio like that in my entire life. That is just fucking unreal. Like, I gotta say, like, even for Cejudo, that's got to be a terrifying feeling, because he kind of said it in the pre-fight. Like, if I can't beat a guy like Merab, and I get what he was saying. Like, it's a simple puzzle to solve. Like, the guy's gonna come at you like a fucking dog and put you down on your ass. It's your job to stop it, and he just was incapable of stopping it. And like, that's got to be the shittiest.
He could for a while.
For a round. And that's what I was like. I think anyone can do it for maybe a round.
like he was able to like kind of do like I think he took the Merab down in the first round.
He was able to. Look, he probably edged that, and that's what sucks
But it got to a point where it was like anything Henry did wasn't working anymore.
Nah,
And it was like
I'll tell
Merab's
you,
just in control.
To me, it was like even when he tried to hit that inside trip on Cejudo in that third round, I was like, oh shit, it's like a WWE finishing move. Like that's his big move. And when Merab reversed it, I'm like, brother, it's game. Like it's already game, but like now this man is mentally just. He should have just tapped out right there. And imagine that's a 5-rounder. Come on now, like that's how it's supposed to be. Like that's a #1 contender fight. That could have been if that was 5 rounds. I mean, Merab just hurts that man. So I think Cejudo at that point is probably ecstatic that was only 3 rounds.
Yeah, I mean he caught him early, but Merab has a good chin, toughness. We saw it with the Marlon fight, and he weathered the storm, came back, and I even told him when he took him down after, then he got taken down right back at the in between rounds. I was like, he only got you because you got over aggressive. Like, still use your feints and pressure, but don't go too far in because that's how he was able to get underneath you and snatch that single where he kind of almost hit like a sweeping single where Merab, it was almost like a duck under the way he was able to catch him coming in forward, lunging in and get that takedown. But then he made the adjustments and he showed like he's thinking in there. And it was just a great performance. I got to go back and watch it again. And now I'm taking notes, so it's crazy how, I love the sport, man. And I just love how well these guys are doing.